Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another arm wrestling video. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be answering the all-important question: how do you win at arm wrestling? Okay, so to answer this all-important question, we need to go straight to the top. We need to go to the best arm wrestlers on earth and ask them the very simple question: how do you win at arm wrestling? So let's do that without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen. The most comprehensive how to win an arm wrestling guide you will ever see, brought to you from the best arm wrestlers in the world. Here we go.
All right, Paul Lynn here, guys. How to win at arm wrestling. So first and foremost, I think you need to have a strong hand. It allows you to avoid people's power, exploit small weaknesses, things of that nature. If you want to develop a strong hand or win at arm wrestling, simply don't be outworked. Put in more time, be more consistent, and you will win.
Invest. Be strong. Don't fight a losing battle. Don't take what's being given to you. Invest some more.
Quickest way to win at arm wrestling is to not lose. Best way to not lose, don't get pinned. Build up that elbow, keep that hand away from the pin pad.
I believe one of the most important things in arm wrestling is knowing how to close your hand on your opponent and knowing when you can pin your opponent.
How to be in arm wrestling.
Hey guys, Derek Smith here. Real quick, best way to win arm wrestling to me is to keep it simple. Establish your hand, get ready to pin, and pin. When you're establishing your hand, it's the most important thing. Get ready to pin by targeting these three joints: shoulder, elbow, and hand and wrist. And then once you own all those things, pin the dude. It's not very complicated. Keep it simple.
Alright guys, everyone should learn from their losses. Get out there, get matches. Once you lose, you're going to learn what you need to beat them again. Train smarter, train harder than them, and you're bound to win.
How to win an arm wrestling match. When I first started, it was just hand and wrist strength. 10 years later, it's still the same thing. I believe if you've naturally got a strong hand and you've got a strong wrist, you've got a good starting point. All you need to do now, find a club, get committed, learn some technique, get some power, and you're away, mate.
How to win at arm wrestling. Get stronger and be fast after the goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans of arm wrestling worldwide, I was recently approached and asked to break down in the space of between 5 and 10 seconds how a person might guarantee themselves victory in the sport of arm wrestling. Turns out, piece of piss, I can do that, and based upon that fact, I would like the official timekeeper's clock to start right about now. You need to become 10 strong, 10 tricky, and employ the methodology of Sir Daniel Tesh, the Brisbane-based Aussie arm wrestling legend who could, of course, twat your dad.
Best way to win an arm wrestle?
Speed! Krieger from SCTV. If you want to win at arm wrestling, you need 4 things. You need the strength to do it, you need the technique, you need the tactics, and you need to have the heart. That's simple.
How to win at arm wrestling comes down to 3 things. First, it's coordination. It's coordination between the muscles. So understanding what you're doing, what muscle groups are you involving. Second is strength, and it is specific strength. So getting stronger in arm wrestling positions. And third, it's technique. And it's not just same as coordination. It's technique, choosing the right path to the victory.
The best way to win in arm wrestling is to be a perfect arm wrestler. Be precise, master timing, and never give your opponent what they want. You need to take everything, boss the setup, and let the referees do their job. Never start straight, never start with your wrist not cocked, and always cap, and think about leverage. And be a valley high hugger.
How you win in an arm wrestling match? First, you gotta be jacked, you gotta be tan, and you gotta have a beautiful beard. There's really two ways: speed, strength. My particular style is lat drag. I work out my back a lot more than everyone else that arm wrestles. It's also body wrestling, so keep in mind your whole body's moving. Your whole body, work out your whole body. Go to the gym, actually look like you work out. Don't be 400 pounds and overweight. That'll kind of work, but if you were jacked and tan, it would work way better.
How to win an arm wrestle? Well, I would say be faster, smarter, and stronger than your opponent. but I've probably found the most success in winning the match before the match. Win the setup. If you win the setup, then focus on the go. If you win the go, there's no way you can lose. If you lost, you're probably out of your league and you need to go back home. So reevaluate that whole situation. Focus on those two things. You'll have success, I guarantee you.
Chain is as strong as its weakest link. Finds that weakness in your opponent's game, physically, mentally, technically, tactically. Finds that one position on table where you are stronger, better than your opponent. Be smart, stay strong, and love arm wrestling.
You want to win at arm wrestling? Build your hand. Know how to use your hand. Learn your opponent's hand. Take your opponent's hand, everything else follows. But you got to get good before you get quick. Make sure you be quick, because anybody can be slow.
Monster Michael Todd here. The question is how to win at arm wrestling. When the ref says go, don't get pinned. Once you've done that, you just got to hate losing more than they like winning.
So what do you need to do to win at arm wrestling? Stay away from my two demons, complacency and procrastination. Stay with everything you've been listening to above with all the others, and stay focused, and don't ever be comfortable with where you sit in the sport. Take care.
Great question, Ryan. What does it take to become a champion and win? You have to be that person. You can't play games. You got to get rid of all negativity, all if, ands, buts, who's. And you've got to commit yourself to treating your body with respect in your training. Listen to it. It's trying to tell you something. And then you've got to prove yourself in the competition. You go for the win. You don't know if you're going to win, but you have to have a mindset like you are the champion. Wish you all the best. God bless, guys.
How to win at arm wrestling. Be confident, believe in yourself, and put in those 10,000 hours on the arm wrestling table.
There's only one way to win at arm wrestling, and that is ready, bang!
Yo, Boris, how's the win in arm wrestling? Cheater.